What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex. In this video, quick little news story for you. It seems we're getting a bunch of new info of Marvel's Spider-Man 2 this upcoming Friday. So regardless whether we get a state of play or not, we are going to get this. I want to talk about the odds now of a Spider-Man themed, let's say, state of play. But first, let's go over the news. Jeff Keighley actually was the one to let the cat out of the bag. He just kind of tweeted that he played the game and the thoughts are coming this Friday at 8 a.m. Pacific time, or that would be 11 o'clock Eastern. So set your alarms, or, depending on which time zone, maybe you're already awake by then. It's a demo from at least what Discussing Film says. They say that journalists have had the chance to play a demo of Spider-Man 2. I saw Okami Games had tweeted that it's content creators as well as press. It's going to be interesting because I've seen some content creators repost this and they didn't say anything. So it'll be interesting to see which content creators and which people, even I guess in the press, right? We'll see if Sony, obviously we've seen in the past, whether it's Sony, Microsoft, or any others, sometimes they pick and choose, right, who they want to be able to cover these things. So it'll be obviously the IGNs and the Polygons or GameSpots of the world, but we'll see how deep it goes or how not deep it goes. And same thing for content creators. If it's only the big, like, million plus kind of subscribers, or do you have some little guys in there? We'll have to see on Friday. But I would imagine it's going to be kind of a blowout. And I got to be honest, this actually, for me right now, this lowers how confident I am in a state of play for Spider-Man. I think there still could be a state of play. I mean, we just talked about it yesterday with Stellar Blade and Final Fantasy. They've been acting a little weird as of late. It definitely seems something like that's going to happen. And we talked about, like an Asian kind of influence, whether it's Japanese or Korean or maybe even some Chinese companies, whatever. I think that's still very, very possible. The only thing that we've thrown in, right, as like an extra cherry on top is, well, if you do something like that, you have it be that theme, and then you have Spider-Man kind of close it out. Well, if you have a blowout event this Friday, and even if they were able to play 30 minutes, an hour, of the game, that is plenty of new information that I'm sure we'll hear about. We'll probably see a couple new, snippets. It'll be interesting to see because this kind of does depend case by case basis. Do they allow people to kind of just show off whatever? Sometimes for these press kind of things, they're only allowed to show certain things. The same kind of clips might be floating around from everybody, or they could be more individualized, right? Like somebody could swing a different direction or different way than somebody else, and you might see that in their gameplay. So that'll be an interesting one as well to see how, I guess, close to the chest that Insomniac and Sony are going to play it on Friday. But no matter what, I think we're going to get quite a bit of information this Friday, and then it's like, do we need a state? Like, what we get on Friday will depend, and I guess from there, then you can say, well, do you really need a state of play after that one? Plus, if you're doing this on Friday, I don't know. I don't think a state of play would get announced this week, but I mean, there's speculation. I'm not sure on that. Maybe on Thursday we get something. I know people had mentioned, it's a good point, showcases, PlayStation or Sony normally gives about a week's notice. State of play, it's like a day or two. So if they don't announce it this week, there could still be a state of play next week. They would just announce it next week, but it might just not have Spider-Man attached to it. But it's going to be interesting, as I've talked about many, many times. I think just in a matter of 3-4 weeks, I think Spider-Man 2 will be in the hands of reviewers. I mean, you go 3 weeks from today is October 3rd. That's roughly 2.5 weeks from the game coming out. I could see that week, the first full week of October, that being the week that they give codes out. So we really don't have a lot of time left, and this does seem like a perfect time to get some sort of preview or impressions kind of thing. So I'll be covering it. Come back. I'm sure you'll go to the people that are talking about it, and I will as well. But after that, I'll try to sum up everything that we've seen. We'll make a video. I actually might be live streaming on Friday talking about Spider-Man, so we'll do a bunch of different things Spider-Man related Friday and on the weekend. Let me know what you think. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on. I hope to see you all on the next one.